How you ever asked yourself, how did the oldest boats by humans look like and where were they built? To understand what the oldest boats looked like, archaeologists look at two different things: physical survivors, real boats dug up from the earth, and indirect evidence, clues like ancient humans reaching isolated islands that required crossing open water. Imagine a boat that is over 10,000 years old, built by humans thousands of years before the pyramids of Egypt existed. This is the Pesse Canoe, discovered in the Netherlands near the modern-day village of Pesse. It was found in 1955, perfectly preserved inside a peat bog. Dating shows that this tiny boat was made between 8040 and 7510 BC, making it one of the oldest known boats ever discovered. The canoe is surprisingly simple. It is just under 10 feet, or about 3 meters long, and only around 17 inches, or 44 centimeters wide. It was carved from a single log of Scots pine, using the tools available to people during the Stone Age. Because the canoe is so narrow, some scientists originally questioned whether it was actually a boat. But in 2001, an archaeologist created an exact replica, and successfully paddled it across a lake, proving that this ancient design really could float and carry a person. The Pesse Canoe gives us a fascinating glimpse into the creativity and engineering skills of our distant ancestors. Thousands of years ago, long before modern ships crossed the oceans, people were already building impressive boats. This is the Dufuna Canoe, one of the oldest known boats ever discovered in Africa. It was found near the village of Dufuna in modern-day Nigeria, close to the Komadugu-Ghana River. The canoe is estimated to be around 8,000 to 8,500 years old. It was discovered in an unexpected way. A local herder found it while digging a well, revealing a remarkable piece of ancient history hidden beneath the ground. Compared with the much smaller Pesse Canoe, the Dufuna Canoe was a much more advanced design. It stretches nearly 28 feet, or 8.4 meters, long, while remaining very narrow and elegant. Its builders carefully shaped both the front and the back into sharp points, allowing the canoe to move smoothly through the water. This level of craftsmanship shows that ancient African communities had already developed sophisticated knowledge of boat building thousands of years ago. The Dufuna Canoe is a powerful reminder that early humans were not only survivors, they were skilled engineers and innovators. The oldest boats we have discovered are dugout canoes, carved from large tree trunks. But they were almost certainly not the first boats ever made. Long before humans had the tools needed to hollow out massive logs, our ancestors were already finding ways to travel across water. One of the biggest clues comes from the journey of humans into Australia. Between 50,000 and 65,000 years ago, early people reached the continent by crossing wide stretches of open ocean from Southeast Asia. This required some form of watercraft, even though they did not yet have advanced stone axes for building large wooden boats. So what did they use? One possibility was bamboo and reed rafts. In parts of Asia and Africa, early humans could have gathered naturally floating materials, such as bamboo stalks or bundles of reeds, and tied them together with strong plant fibers and tree vines. These rafts were very different from modern boats. They had no walls or sides to keep the water out. Instead, people sat or stood on top of a floating platform while waves and water flowed between the materials beneath them. Simple as they may seem, these early rafts may have been among humanity's first steps toward exploring rivers, lakes, and even the open sea. Not all early boats were made from wood. In colder regions, humans developed another clever solution: boats made from animal skins. Instead of carving heavy logs, people built lightweight frames using flexible materials such as willow branches or, in some areas, whale bones. They then stretched waterproof animal hides, including seal or reindeer skin, tightly over the frame. The result was a strong but surprisingly light watercraft. These skin boats could float, carry people and supplies, and were much easier to transport than large wooden canoes. Their design is similar to later traditional boats such as the modern kayak or the Welsh coracle, showing how ancient ideas continued to influence boat building for thousands of years. These early skin boats reveal an important part of human history. When resources were limited, people used creativity and the materials around them to conquer the challenge of crossing water. Some scientists believe that boat building actually predates Homo sapiens entirely. Stone tools found on isolated Indonesian islands like Flores suggest that our evolutionary ancestor, Homo erectus, may have built primitive bamboo rafts to cross rough ocean straits as far back as 800,000 to 1 million years ago. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you'd like to watch other amusing scientific videos by our channel, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. See you later.